Hello and welcome back to another live stream. It's the Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing on the Xbox 360. I don't know a great deal about this game other than it was recommended on a recent Game Sack episode, and I thought, you know what, I ought to own this game really, or at least give it a good go. I downloaded the demo, thought it was reasonably decent. I don't know, test drive now. I thought it was reasonably decent. I thought I might as well pick it up because it was less than £10 sealed. It's obviously a very interesting cast of characters. Certainly if you're a fan of Sega. I've never ever played this game before. I've literally unsealed it and stuck it in my Xbox 360. Now, I think I'm going to be boring and go with Sonic the Hedgehog, to be honest. Probably my favourite, all those characters. Do you want to go beginner or advanced or experts? I don't really want to go beginner. I feel that's sort of cheating the system a bit. I may just have to move the camera, judging by the picture here, unless that's actually... Oh no, it's not too bad. So I don't know how it's coming across on video. Difficult to tell. It looks horrendous, like I've smeared Vaseline across the screen at my end, but... who knows? So here we go, Whale Lagoon. I presume it's the right trigger to accelerate. I don't mind a bit of kart racing. Bit of a terrible start there. I know you can go wrong with a cast of Sega characters, as well as this being part of Sumo Digital. Oh dear. Who created this game? Obviously responsible for the wonderful Outrun 2. Or certainly the conversions on the consoles. Now I did also try out the sequel to this game, which was Sonic and Sega All Star Racing Transformed. I wasn't so keen on it because there was two. It was just like mental. 1 minute he was in a boat, 1 minute he was in a plane, the next minute he was in a go-kart. I like to keep things a little bit more simplistic than that. So we see the killer whale there, obviously reminiscent of Sonic on the Sega Dreamcast. Have I actually got any weapons? I've got turbo, yeah. Now I'm shifting. Whoa, I don't think I'm supposed to collect that. I'm back with a turbo. It certainly shifts along at a nice pace. Oh, missed all power-ups. Looks like I'm 4th out of 8. I don't know if there's any other views or what. That's some sort of handbrake manoeuvre, all sorts of things. Oh yeah, drifting. Final lap. It's time to stop, taking people out. Yeah, what a hit. Take that, son to go, amigo. A game I've never played with a character I'm well aware of. Bombs, come on Sonic. Shoot these people. Oh no, someone shot me. No, I've got a funny feeling the end is just around the corner here. Oh, and I've missed the power-ups. I don't think pure driving skills is enough to see me through here. Oh, 4th. Is that because I've chosen advanced? No idea. Maybe I should have gone on beginner. Suppose I could always go back. Oh no. Oh, I could hear myself going on twice there. I've only just realised. I think I might have to restart and go on beginner. Nah, stick on advanced. So here we go. It's a bit of a colourful level here. Is it like Mario Kart? I put a foot down now. No real boost. So I think there's probably something in the drifting that I'm missing. Go Sonic. So I did choose advanced difficulty. I don't know, beginner. I thought. No, I'm still going to stick with advanced. I think beginner is probably, you know. I've played a few racing games over the years. A few hundred. Sure, I don't need to start on beginner. I don't think they're collectibles. Rockets. You can't miss with rockets. I am in 8th place. Everyone's firing at that goal. Dr. Robotnik. Eggman. Boxing glove. Doesn't seem like the best of power-ups. Ooh! Ran straight into Pac-Man. Or something similar. I think that did something then. Yeah, I think if you pull a stunt, it makes you go faster. I do seem to get my arse handed to me though, I must admit. Yeah, I really think I'm going to have to shift to beginner. Despite my superior drifting. So obviously if anyone's got any questions, if anyone's actually watching, feel free to ask away. Obviously, you know, nothing too controversial. Like, why are you going to have to play this game on beginner? Because I keep coming 8th place, that's why. I'm going to start from the bottom there. So I don't know what's going on my computer. It's doing a lot of loading. I'm not happy with this situation. How do I get out of it? This is the trouble. If you've got something like a Mega Drive, you just literally press reset. With this, who knows? So it's a shame because we're going to Casino Park. I might as well do the full thing. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose, does it? As long as you're having fun, that's all that counts. 3, 2, 1, go! So I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, when I bought this, but I just thought I'll check it out. GameSack are saying it's like really good. I do like karting games. I love Crash Team Racing. I love Mario Kart. You know, what can you say? All of those games are fantastic. I love things like Moto 2 and GP on the PlayStation 1. I thought that was a cool little game, sort of karting related. I don't think I'm doing enough drifting here. I mean, a lot of those games are hard to go back to, especially some of the early PlayStation stuff, because what seemed kind of realistic and easy to figure out back then is really just like a mess of polygons and things these days. Or so I find, anyway. Certainly, you don't get that with Mario Kart. I don't know about Crash Team Racing. It's been a long time since I played that. But that was awesome. We used to play it a lot in 4-player split screen. I believe this game is multiplayer. Hoping it's at least split screen. I know it's online, although whether you can find anyone actually playing it is another thing altogether, I would say. Which was something I always found was an issue with the Xbox 360. a lot of the older games, struggled to find anyone playing online, which was a bit of a bummer. But to be expected, I suppose, considering how many games have been or were released for the system. I've not been tempted myself by the newer stuff yet, although I do often consider buying a Wii U, just because, you know, that first party Nintendo stuff is pretty interesting. You know, at least they're stretching out, or in my eyes at least, it seems like they're stretching out and doing something slightly different, whereas in my opinion, Microsoft and Sony, it's just the same sort of thing with greater fidelity, sound and visual wise, which was enough to please me for a long time, but I'm not so sure that I'm so easily impressed these days. Perhaps I'm a bit more cynical. Although I wouldn't say no to a free Xbox One or PS4, obviously, or even a Wii U. And if at some point my Xbox 360 dies, maybe I'll consider something like that, although, I don't know. There's only so many hours in the day. I've got that much to be getting on with. 6th place. I must stress that this is actually on advanced and not beginner, because I thought I was being clever playing on advanced. There was actually nothing clever about it. It says one person's watching. So maybe they've asked a question. Maybe they're saying, we're not watching anymore, it looks terrible. Well, that may be the case. But I'm still going to carry on for one more actual race here. Even though, you know, potentially it's, well, Carnival Town, it's going to be a good race, but 6th place being my best ranking so far, I believe. Unusually, no achievements so far. I'm getting the best. I like the look of this. The stage is literally alive. Whoa. This is a bit mental. Fifth out of 8. So it's looking good here. Drift on Sonic. I guess it does feel a little bit outrunish. Or maybe quite a bit more than a little bit. Whoa, what's happened? Oh my word. You don't need that, do you? The screen going like that. I certainly don't. Is that a big frog? This is one crazy level for certain. Turbo, that'll help. I don't think you actually need to drift. I've got rockets though, take that. Boom. Achievement unlocked, Afterburner. There we go. So, if that really matters to you, I mean, it's not going to make much odds to me. I think for a while I was quite into the whole achievement scheme, the whole idea behind it. It was interesting. It was addictive getting on. It seemed like it was adding longevity to the games. But then I think in the long run, it just became something that I grew out of. Probably mainly because of going back to playing retro games where obviously there are no achievements other than the ones you make up in your own mind. And so they just didn't seem like an important factor. I've got some sort of rainbow. Fourth position. Could have got on the podium here. Podium finish, potentially ahead. Oh no. I've been knocked around by numerous people. Whoa, I missed that. Come on, come on. Give me some turbo will be good. That's what I'm talking about. Turbo straight to a wall. Oh, Steam's into 5th place. God, I wonder if it's as blurry at your end as it's at my end. At my end, it is pretty bad. In terms of blurriness, it's like an 8 out of 10. But I think there's a lesson to be learned that you do really want to play this game in beginner to start with. Otherwise, you look like you've got no idea what you're doing. Go shopping, exit. Well, goodbye to the shopping. Yeah, I'm not bothered about leaving the current game. It looks like something out of an episode of South Park. Oh. Yeah, I don't look like I got money yet. License. Okay, I don't think I need one of them. I'm going to go on the Grand Prix again. I'm going to pick someone different. I'm going to pick Amigo. I'm glad they've abbreviated it. I'm just going to go on beginner. Chaos Cup is new, apparently. That's exactly the same one I've just been on. It's not new at all. What is it? I've no idea. I think it may well be the same levels again.
I do like to be beside the seaside.
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't like to be beside the seaside? So I suppose on beginner it'd be an absolute cakewalk. Snaffle's first shadow there. I don't think so. I've got something I've never even got before. The shield. There's a level of excitement. Oh, I'm being overtaken. I don't know if this Amigo is actually a good choice. I mean, I'm quite amazed that Sega didn't actually think of this concept, like at least in the 32-bit era after the success of Mario Kart itself. Seems like complete madness not to have thought of it. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. They're from Space Channel 5, a game I could never understand. Just really didn't get that game at all. Got a rocket. Let's take yes. Ooh, yes. There she is, the lady from Space Channel 5. Oh, I swear I pressed the button now. Come on, come on. Final lap. Oh no, this doesn't look good. That didn't help going that way. No, neither that way. It's best just to stick where the track tells you to go rather than try and make your own way. Although I'm strangely in second place. I'm going to fire a rocket and hope it hits someone. Is there any chance? Is there any chance? Oh no, someone stung me in the tail. It's all about the racing now. Can he take the line? Well, by Jove. One cannot believe I've activated the shield at this precious moment in time. And away we go. First place. Well, there we go. Oh, it says there was a comment. Well, it's good to be back in the top spot. Right, Skunk Works says he's on the Kronenberg 1664. Daz marks out of 10 for this lager. I don't mind the Kronenberg, but I don't drink it that often, to be fair. It's not a bad lager. Marks out of 10. I'll probably give it a solid 8, I think, really. You can't really go wrong. Is it 5%? I think it's 5%. Disappointing when the lager's going down to 4.8%, I think. Stella had that problem. I don't really drink much Stella at the minute. I drink a lot of Tyskie, Heineken, Strapperman, if that's even how you pronounce it. I was a massive Leffe fan, but my local co-op have stopped doing the bottles with the corks in, so been a bit of a drought on that as late, which is disappointing, to be fair. Definitely, if I had the choice, I would just drink Leffe. Or it's probably even called Lef, to be fair. But again, it's quite oaky. I went to a festival recently and all they had was like light pale ales. But they had like, I don't know, like 15 different types. And over the course of the weekend, I tried nearly all of them. It was quite interesting. It's almost sacrilege to say that I felt like the majority of them tasted very similar. But, you know, on just different sort of scales. I suppose it guess it's what you're into. I'll try anything, really. Nothing too crazy, though, you know. I don't like to go over the top, I like to pace myself a bit if possible. So I must admit, I'm quite enjoying this game so far. It's nice to actually come back to the 360 because it's not a system I actually play on very often. I've recently sold quite a lot of my like cave shooting games and things just because I've played them so much, and to be fair, with the cave stuff, there's just a layer to it with like the anime and stuff, or it's just not really my cup of tea. I like shooting games, but once there starts being a lot of that stuff involved with it, I'm not so sure it's really for me. I'm a bit more traditional than that. Plus, of course, they're worth pretty decent money, so got a shot of them. The Xbox 360, I mean, fantastic system, really is. Well, I suppose you could say really was if you've sort of moved on to the later stuff now, the Xbox One and PS4. Now, there was somebody else who left a comment. I think it was just yes, but there may have been more. Skype Barnes laughing out loud. Oh, look now. My computer is not working at the best of pace. I believe it was just that he was going to watch. So welcome. Thank you for watching. So we shall continue on. Where did I come there? First again. Oh, it's kind to young beginner, isn't it? Makes you feel like you're good. I know this because I've played in advance, and I felt like I really did suck, to be fair. I suppose there's obviously some intricate details that I'm not familiar with as of yet. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking a Tyskie this evening here. It's at 5.5%. Polish lager, I believe it's won some award. Quite nice, I'm quite a fan of it actually. as I say, I'll try anything. I mean, if it's a little bit strange, I'll often try these ones like these, you know, Desperados tequila one. I tried that recently. I tried one. Can't remember what it's called. It's got rum in it. I tried that recently as well. Strange enough that my girlfriend actually enjoyed the one with rum in it. Don't know why. It was okay. I managed to drink 2 bottles without too much difficulty. Rainbow. No idea what that rainbow does. Maybe it just provides a little bit more illumination throughout the track for everyone to enjoy. Could be something like that. It's hard to tell. Obviously, it's a level casino park. Is this off Sonic the Hedgehog 2? I know there is a casino one there. It may well be something to do with the Dreamcast Sonic game as well. But I couldn't get on with them Dreamcast. I couldn't get on with the 3D Sonic games. Just never. Even the Dreamcast one that everyone raved about, Sonic Adventure. I just couldn't get on with it. I've just never been. And even now, I've tried going back to it. I had it on this. I've tried it on this, and yeah, I don't know. Prefer the original Sonic games. Exactly, what's he mean? I want to win. Oh yes, look. I don't know what happened. We've got Amigo Land up absolutely stonking it now. I believe, who's that behind me? That pink one out of some Sonic game I don't care about. Amy. Yeah, you know, leave it alone. I can't believe what they actually did to Sonic. They just literally, they just drummed him to the ground in reality. Understandably, there are some actually good Sonic games. I think there's like Sonic Colors and things on the DS, and I don't know, but I don't. Well, what did Sega think of this when they had the Dreamcast? This would have been a cracking idea for the Dreamcast. Could have brought people in here. It's a no-brainer as well, considering the success of Mario Kart and SNES. I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm pressing the button to drift quite a bit. I don't know if that's making it go any faster or not. Well, I've won again. Yeah, it's very hard to see if anyone's actually made a comment. I don't know what's happened, but it's actually worse than the last time I used it. Oh dear, what have I done there? And now when it's playing on YouTube, it's coming through my headphones as well, which I'm not actively wearing. For some reason, I just can't stand wearing headphones when I'm actually talking. Maybe I've got the wrong sort of headphones. Well, I'm on my home turf here, so surely it's plain sailing on this track. She doesn't look good in first. I would look better in first. Sambigo Domingo. Oh yes, turbossing. Yes, take her. There's Amy Rose. That's Shadow. It's like a who's who of nobodies from the Sega universe. Please tell me Tojo and Ella are locking in this game, although I doubt they are. Probably because some bitterness over the rights of the use of Tojo and Ella and other titles without paying royalties to the original developers. This level is proper trippy though, isn't it? Jeez, cool as fuck. This so far is definitely my favourite track. The announcer's not too bad. I've been ignoring him mostly. Usually the best way to go with announcers. to ignore them. Definitely on the Outrun 2 engine, I think, this game. Not that's a bad thing, geez. Quality. I think I was to have an arcade machine. It was going to be a dedicated driving game. I think Outrun 2 is definitely high up on the list, especially considering the amount of multiple routes and things you can take. No, come on, the bloody. Oh no, one more lap. One more lap. I know they wouldn't pull me over on beginner too bad. I believe the drifting makes you go faster. It just generally makes me crash. I don't know if that's an effect of going faster or not. I've got something now. It's the bubble. This track is pretty badass. Now, GameSack was saying this was literally up there with Mario Kart. I don't know. I don't think nostalgically it's up there with Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, but maybe it's up there with Mario Kart on the Wii U, I don't know. That also looks pretty cool karting game. Is it Mario Kart 8? Something like that, I think. I mean, have they made a bad Mario Kart game? That's the question. I don't think they have. I don't think they have. Another achievement. Now there are no limits. Another one. Welcome to the next level. It's just win-win-win over here. Well, it is confusing on here now. Oh, we've got another comment here from Skunkworks talking about that Shenmue 3 video. Yeah, oh my word, what's happening now? Oh, I don't know what it's doing. It's ever so confusing, this thing is. You got jump times per usual, but then some people don't like to hear a bit of straight talking. No, I mean that is the issue, is that if people are really into something, I mean, I'll give you an example. Didn't really want to talk about this, to be fair, but I'll give you an example. It's like, obviously recently I've tried to not get too involved in this business. There's been a lot of talk about people talking about pickups again or whatever. I mean, obviously, you know, whatever you're into, but there's been a lot of talk about pickups, and because somebody's had something that's deemed as negative to say about pickups, everyone's come out on the defensive about it. And you just think, yeah, you're being defensive about it because it's just, that's what's become your life. That's what you've been doing. You know, you say you've been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years. So obviously you're very passionate about pickups or whatever, because that's what you've been doing. It's a bit like Shenmue, you know. People are into it of like, well, when was the last one come out? 2002 or something. So, you know, they've been like devoted for like 15 years. It's like I say, it's literally like telling someone who's religious that the Bible's a load of bollocks. They're just gonna they're not gonna have a single word of what you're saying, no matter how you try and justify it. Which I don't know. I find on YouTube and that in the end, when people say, "Oh, it's best just not to get involved in that," in the end, they're probably right. It probably is best not to get involved because it becomes such a hassle. I noticed someone made a comment earlier saying that it's so much hassle to start getting involved in it and have to deal with all the comments, and it is. But yeah, if you've got an opinion different to people on here, I find you get beat down and beat down and beat down until you either shut up or go away, one or the other. But I don't know. I'm trying to stay out of these things as best I can, even though obviously some of it potentially is perhaps aimed at me. I don't know. Ultimately, I'm just too busy with other things like real life to even care what other people are up to on YouTube, outside of the people that I regularly watch or whatever. I mean, you can get your knickers in your twist if you like. It's fine. I just not got time for it. Yeah, I mean, that's Shamu free thing. I mean, really, it wasn't really my place to have an opinion on it, to be fair, because I've got no interest in it. I considered buying the games for the Dreamcast. I think I had it on Xbox, or the Xbox for a while, Shamu 2. I think it's one of the games where you have to be there, you know. I think a lot of people feel the way about movies and stuff. Like, a lot of people have bigged up. I mean, the whole video is about expectations. A lot of people have bigged up Blade Runner, and I got it on DVD. And I was expecting it to be the equivalent of fucking Star Wars, and to me, it wasn't. I enjoyed it, and I've watched it about 3 times now. I'm so desperate to really get a grasp of what it's all about, why people are so like ecstatic and passionate about it. But I think it's just one of the things where you had to be there at the time and experience what a revolutionary thing it was and how different it was to everything else to truly get the most out of it. So it's sort of wasted on me. Maybe people think that about Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe I'll show someone Star Wars now who's never seen it. They'd say, yeah, it's all right movie, isn't it? It's not quite as good as like Avatar or, you know, the new Mad Max movie or whatever else. And I'll probably just look at them in dismay and just think, what are you saying? Because I'm quite passionate about the original Star Wars movies. In fact, if I could only take 3 movies with me to watch the rest of my life, it would be the original 3 Star Wars movies. Nothing else to me comes close. So I don't know. I can understand why people do get defensive about things that they're passionate about. That's fair enough. I've done it myself loads in the past. You know, you would do. You know, it's like someone says your mother, you know, says something bad about your mum. You know what I mean? Unless you're like someone who really takes on the chin, it's just someone you know is messing around. Generally, you'll probably get, you know, you won't be too chuffed about it, which is understandable, you know. I don't know. I chat a load of shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I get involved with these things on YouTube, because in reality, I just ain't got time for it anymore. I was self-employed for a long time, and I was working and stuff, but I wasn't working all the time. But now I'm not self-employed, and now I'm working all the time, and I don't got time to get involved in these petty squabbles. I just have to laugh at people who keep bringing up stuff that's been going on like 2 years ago or whatever. It's like on YouTube, people in the gaming community, there's like this threat that doesn't actually exist. This false threat that people go on about, like, oh, there's all these people bashing pickups, there's all these people bashing car boot sales or CEX or bashing plushes, but there's not. They're not out there. They're fucking invisible. You can look for them all fucking day. You can't find them. It's just this false. As soon as people feel slightly threatened by one person, like I've got a few hundred subscribers and I make a video about Shamu 3 that's in some way negative, and people are like up in arms saying, oh, you know, this is well wrong, you're out of order. Some of the responses on the other videos, people were like saying it's more than just a game, it's a life, it's life and stuff like that. And I started to feel bad that I'd even said anything bad about it, against it, considering I didn't care. So, I don't know. We're going to get another beer anyway. That's the order of today. This is another thing, actually, I should mention while I'm raving on about this, is that's the people think, right, and I don't know where they've got this from, that if you're on YouTube and you've got a channel with a load of subscribers or whatever, you start some sort of argument with somebody, and then it results in them saying something about you in a video, and then you say something about them in a video, etc., etc. They say, oh, he's trolling me now, he's a troll. And I think, what the fuck? If I was going to troll somebody, why would I use my ordinary account and go to all the effort of just like putting myself out there? Wouldn't I just like make a false account or whatever else? I'm not trolling somebody. I'm just having a fucking disagreement with them. And when they don't like it, they're saying, oh, he's a troll because of the way he's acted. He's not agreeing with what I'm saying. So I sometimes feel that on YouTube, really, in the gaming community, you either go along with everybody else, what everyone else is saying at the time, what everyone else is agreeing with, or you're just perceived as a troll or someone who's anti-community or anti-whatever else. And in reality, it's it's almost a joke. You think, well, so you get all these people coming on video saying, yeah, you're entitled to an opinion, you can say this, you can say that. But if it's something they don't like, all of a sudden, that's all bullshit. You're not entitled to anything. You're entitled to go along with everyone else who are entitled to be fucking battered down and fucking knocked around and slagged off until you shut up or you fuck off, which is what you see a lot of people doing, which is a shame. Not like, as I say, I can't really let it bother me because I ain't got time to keep typing away at people. Like on that Shamu thing on other people's videos, there's people getting really mad at me saying, you're a dickhead, you're fucking negative, you're this, you're that, etc., etc. And in the end, I was just like, well, I ain't really got time to keep fucking typing back to you. It's just like this pathetic argument over a subject I don't really care about. That's the thing with the internet. It's easy to get involved in something and have an opinion on something and then get in some sort of massive argument. And in reality, you got loads far bigger responsibilities. Oh, what's that? Star power. Yeah, so basically my advice is if you just want to sit on the fence, that's probably the best idea. If you want to save yourself a load of time and hassle, you know, just think what you want behind closed doors. It's pretty pointless going out there trying to battle against people with a different opinion. Especially some of the tactics you see being used. It's, like I say, I just can't rise to it. I can't rise to it. Rising to it's just bad for everything. So obviously it's a House of the Dead level. Impressed to see that. I like the fun service with this game. I think that's what attracted me to it, really. Maybe the Shenmue 3 thing attracted me to it, actually, because you can play as the guy from Shenmue. Obviously, ignorantly. I think it's Ryo, isn't it? Right, crikey, we've had a plethora of comments. Right, yeah, it says, yeah, Skunkwork says about Ben, you know, likes him, Real's in love with the series, so can't look at it. Yeah, I don't, you know, I like Ben as well, so I was pissed off I actually got involved in any sort of dispute whatsoever. In the end, I just had to say to him, look, this is how I felt at the time, that's why I said what I said. That's how I operate. If I feel like something, you know, if I feel passionate about something or I feel like I want to say something about something, I'll say it. Whether I'm going to regret that later on down the line or something, I just say it how it is, and that's how I've always been. I've always gone all right like that, to be fair. It doesn't work so well on YouTube, but in real life, I've never really had a problem with people respect me for that, because they say, you know, you're going to get a straight answer. You ask me whether the dress looks good on you, I'm going to tell you whether it looks good or whether it doesn't. I'm not just going to say, yeah, that looks all right, so we can get out of the shopping centre. Hold on, I'm going to have to pause. Russ is here. He says, even Dad's great racer. Thoughts on new Terminator and Jurassic World? Whilst, I see, you don't get all the thing on here. Hold on, let me see. Right, the first thing about Jurassic World, been meaning to go and watch it at the cinema. Been waiting for a rainy day, but it just never seems to come around when I'm actually free. I do want to see it because I personally thought Jurassic Park 1 and 3 were fucking fantastic. I watched number 3 at the cinema. I think I may have watched number 1. I watched number 3 at the cinema, and fucking hell, I thought it was fucking brilliant. Special effects and that. Yes, I want to watch the new one. I've not seen the new Terminator. I'm not too keen on Arnie coming back. He's too old now. You know. I don't know. I'll probably watch new Terminator when it's 50p down car boot sale on DVD. And Jurassic World, yeah, I need to watch that at the cinema, I think, to get the most out of it. King Arthur's there. Says, good evening, Darren. Good to see a live video for House Sonic and Sega All Star Racing. Yeah, I think it's all right, actually. I'm quite into this. Oh, my God, I'm racing again. Hold on. Kasua Gamer. He says, yeah, I feel exactly the same about Blade Runner. I just find it really slow and dull, but I do get it at the same time. As you say, I think you had to be there. Yeah. I've watched it 3 times now, recently. Probably in the last 12 months, I've watched it 3 times. I do sort of get it, but people are so passionate about the characters. I don't know. Like I say, like the Star Wars thing. But, you know, when you're into something, like anything, a band, you know, a piece of art, a game, when you're into it, you know, you don't want to hear no bad about it, do you? So it's almost that playground mentality where you're just like, fuck this, I don't want to hear you saying something that I don't want to hear. No, like people say it's don't like, don't watch, which, you know, it's totally true, but it's a little bit obvious as well. You know, you're not sitting there watching with your Sky TV, you know, and you go on that scroll. I mean, I've not got a TV license, so I only experience it. But you go on the menu thing, and it's got all them options, and you're going down, you know, Antiques Roadshow, the Shopping Channel, fucking Porn Stars, you know, all this CSI. There's all the different options. Like you don't click on Andy's Home Improvements if you've got no interest in home improvements, do you? You don't think, I'll just take a quick look at Andy's Home Improvements in case he's actually doing something I'm interested in. Maybe he's putting a fucking shelves up in some sort of weird new manner that may well interest me. You don't ever think that. You don't start watching World Strongman if you've got no interest in World Strongman. I'll just put this on because there's no better to watch. Well, maybe you do, but if you do, you've got some sort of minor interest in it. But, you know, if you don't like EastEnders, you don't watch EastEnders. Or again, maybe you do and then just shake your head and think, my God, it's the same story like it was 20 years ago, like I do. I don't really know where I'm going with this now. But yeah, Blade Runner. There's been a few films like that. I think it's that, like I said in that Shamu video, expectations. It's always the same for me. I don't know if it's because I'm a bit of a cynical person, but like, I'll give you another example. Well, we'll give you an example. If ever I'm not looking forward to going somewhere, like some sort of party or something, I think I can't be asked to go. It's going to be a nightmare. I generally have a really good fucking time. If I'm really looking forward to going, I think this is going to be brilliant. I ain't seen these people for ages. Can't wait. Quite often, it's not as good as I quite thought it was going to be. So, I don't know. Maybe it's better to be a bit negative and then everything turns out to be pretty good. I'm not sure. I'm still learning. I'm amazed at how much learning there is available. I'm not even having to go to Open University or do a college thing or a degree or anything, and I'm still learning. It's just mental. I don't. Well, obviously, it's never going to end, is it? This learning, it's just non-stop. They say you learn something new every day, but I reckon that's about true. I reckon. I mean, I forget something new every day and all, but still, it's great on beginner. This game is you really feel like you're a pro, but put it on advanced and you really realise you suck. Super Monkey Ball, eh? That's a good game, isn't it? I remember the first time I seen Super Monkey Ball. It was on a GameCube. It was definitely a very different idea. I think there's Knights. How you doing? He's probably been in every race. I've only just noticed. Yeah, I did consider the transformed version of this, but I tried out the demo, and it was a little bit too much to me. It was a bit like them Bourne movies, going back to movies again. Not that I'm really a big movie man, but them Bourne movies. Again, probably the Shamu, the expectations thing. Heard a lot of good stuff about it. We managed to get on HD DVD. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I got my HD DVD, and I thought these will see me through. There'll be a few nights entertainment there. And I watched the first one, Streets of Rage. That's what I'm talking. Watched the first one. I tell you what, I couldn't keep up with it. It was like car chase, gunfight. This thing happening, that thing happening, this thing happening. Another bloke, next bloke, another woman, next bloke. I'll tell you what, by the end of the movie, I didn't have a bloody clue what was going on. The bat gave me some sort of weird seizure or something. Again, I don't know where I'm going with this. I do wonder how much longer the Xbox 360 will go on for. I have nursed this one with extreme care. I've red ringed so many. I reckon I've red ringed at least 7 Xbox 360s. I got one at launch. Was it the 3rd of December? Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. 3rd of December 2005? It was something like that. Amazing. First ever console I got at launch. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I don't think many people really realise how much I adored the Xbox 360. It was literally the only system I played for probably the best part of 5 or 6 years. To me, it was just astounding. To me, it was like finally I had PC level of graphics without all the bollocks that goes with owning a PC, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So. Where else is he streaming? My word. The comments thing's not working very well for me. I'm having to refresh the page here. Hopefully it's not. Is it playing there as well? I don't know. I think I've got the same thing open twice. That's not helping. I really must get a new computer. I've got no excuse in reality. I've had this one for about 10 years. It's so slow. When you start closing windows, I can't see what's happening. It's just like a big mess on the screen at this point. Yeah, I'll just... Oh, Sega Miles. Look at that. I could probably unlock something now. It would only be right to unlock this Ryo from Shenmue as soon as possible, obviously. Right, hold on, I might have got it to work. The screen's finally gone back from that big white mess. So I'll try and see what's been written here. Bloody hell, Tom's moving house over the next few weeks. That must be a nightmare. My God, moving all your stuff and arcade cabs and you're waiting Pit Fighter. Oh my word, I feel bad already. Yeah, good luck with all that. Hopefully that works out okay. Skunk vs. Mate of his Blade Runner is his #1 film of all time. I think so, okay, nothing more. My top 3: Goodfellas, Alien, Godfather Part 1. Yeah, you can't go wrong with them movies, can you? Where else is he streaming, Consumer Gamer? I don't know. Who are we on about? It says we've got another one here now. My word. AD Sneaker Freak. It's good, but it's not quite Heineken. Great race of this. Transformed is even better in my opinion, especially after burn level. Oh, don't tell me that. I only played the demo of Transformed and I thought, oh, I don't know, it seems a bit complicated. I'll see how we go with this, to be fair. I mean, if I get heavily into it, I probably would get Transformed. I mean, they're so cheap on the Xbox 360, it's offensive. Oh, hold on. Let me go to the shop. They're so cheap. I think this was like missions. What's happening here? Yeah, I think this was like less. Well, no, it was. It was £9.85 or something, which is, you know, well, it's not worth worrying about. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna go with the II. I'm still gonna go on beginner. So I got my arse kicked on the advanced. Egg Cup. Yeah, I've just seen this on Game Sacker for you. I fancy giving it a go. Especially for, like I say, a tenner. Hoping I can get my girlfriend to play it with me. Save me having to watch all those programs on television, but maybe not.
3, 2, 1, go!
360 and PS3, I mean, it's fantastic systems to buy games for at the minute. You can literally, you can get some well, you can get some seriously shit up games. If you spent £100 on PS3 or 360 games, if you were new to it, you'd get a serious amount of really good games. I mean, I don't know, but I'm thinking there's perhaps the 360 has probably got the most decent games of any system I've ever owned, I would say. If you're going to go like percentage-wise, how many good games? I mean, I don't know how many have been released for the 360 and PS3, but I suppose it's several thousand at this point. Obviously, there is a bit of tripe, but there's also a shitload of quality. Whether they measure up these days, I don't know. You know, are you going to go back to something like Ghost Recon or Advanced Warfighter? Is it still going to seem fairly decent? I was there when it came out. It was like photorealistic. It was like all these cutting-edge games, I suppose. At the time, it was something real special. Probably doesn't look as good now, but yeah, it's a good generation. I think the new generation, the Xbox One and the PS4, it's not taking off as well as it was with the Xbox 360 and PS3. Certainly not in the circles I mix with and the things I view. I mean, maybe sales-wise, it's a different story, but it just doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I say that leap, I suppose. I think the difference between an Xbox and an Xbox 360 is quite substantial, whereas perhaps the difference between Xbox 360 and Xbox One isn't quite as impressive. I don't know, because I've not played on Xbox One or PS4, so really I'm just talking completely out of my arse. I can judge things on his videos on YouTube, and you can't really judge things like that, really. I kind of wish Nintendo were more successful with the Wii U, because obviously they're trying to do something different. I think their attitude toward online is probably not helping them at the minute, because that is what modern day gaming has become about, really. I think certainly a very important aspect. I love multiplayer I did on Xbox Live. God, oh, not this again. Not what's happened there. Earlier on, the screen went upside down. Oh, I swear, I'll already watched the video to make sure it did actually go upside down, but I swear earlier on the screen went upside down. Very unusual music. A little late into the video to notice it, but go on, take that. Boom. Oh, I took him on the finish line. Hold on. God, we've got a plethora of questions here. I think even Carl Woodland's here. He's been doing a number of live streams recently. Did catch a few of them. He doesn't at any o'clock. 5 in the morning, Sunday, whatever. He ain't bothered. What I've seen Ross Newton saying, what spec laptop are you using? No idea, but let's put it this way: it was old. What's this happened? Hold on. Here we go. Crikey! Oh my word! Hold on. I can't. Or maybe I can put it on newest first. That might help. Right. Right, Erasure Ambassadors a less disappointment for pessimists. Yeah, I've always had that point of view. I don't know if it's actually true or not. Probably is. Skunk versus fucking loves Monkey Ball GameCube classic. Yeah, I was impressed at the time when I got shown that because obviously I'm sure at the time it was pretty much GameCube exclusive. Ace's got both these games on the PS3, including Transformed. Boring question, Russ says, but what PC laptop spec using for the stream? Yeah, we'll try. I don't know. God knows. My friend rescued this from a skip about 8 years ago, so I should just buy another one. I watched your stream. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I'll like skip between it. It looked pretty good to me, to be honest. It looked better when you turn the lights on. Woodlands here says, bloody hell, I wish I'd known this was happening and said I've got like 15 minutes watching time for my bedtime. This is a great game. I play it to death on Wii U. Yeah. I think it is a good game. 50 minutes bedtime. Yeah, you get up about fucking 4 in the morning though. So yeah. And Kasuma Games says the good thing about the 360 was instant downloads. Massive updates on PS3 took an age, whereas 360 well compressed them down to 3 seconds. Yeah, that PS. Oh, was it? Oh god, it might have been playing in the background as well. That would have been a mess. I forgot to press pause. You'll have to forgive me for that. Yeah, the PS3 thing, that was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It still is now, I think. Like all these installs and that, it's like bullshit. What the hell? What? You should just be able to go ahead and play the game. Absolute fucking nonsense that you have to install fucking anything. Absolute bullshit. If you've got to install something, why the fuck don't let you download the fucking install before you buy the pissing game? So you can download it before the game comes out. It's just fucking nonsense. Half the time, it's just, I reckon, it's just checking if you're bloody playing a dodgy copy or whatever. And even if you are, it's inconveniencing that many other people. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I don't. Well, I'm not overly enamoured with the way video games going. The thing that turned me off the 360 was when it went all advertising. You know, they changed the dashboard and it was hard to navigate and just get to what you wanted to do. And they said, oh, it's easy, you can press this button, you can press that button, but then you're just constantly being battered with nonsense that you weren't interested in. And that's just the way of the world these days, isn't it? It's just what it's bloody like. You know, even when you're in the fucking toilet, you go to the toilet in the bloody cinema, the fucking advert on the pissing wall. You just can't escape it. There's no privacy in public. Yeah, so obviously this and Transformer on the Wii U. I kind of wish I'd got a Wii U when it first came out and just stuck with it. Because it had some interesting launch titles like that Zombie U. And obviously Super Mario Land 3D came out. I was quite interested in that Toad Tracker game. Obviously Mario Kart 8 came out for it. I think it's probably got enough good games now that warrants its purchase, to be fair. But I think I'm just going to wait till my 360 dies and then make my decision after then. Probably really because I just use my 360 as like a device to watch television and to view DVDs. As bad as it sounds, I just do most of my gaming upstairs on CRTs, not HD TVs. Just the way it is right now. I mean, this telly now, I've not played games on it for a long time. It just feels massive. I mean, obviously you're watching through a camera, so it's hard for you to gauge. But to me, I'm used to sitting right next to like a 4.3 CRT. This feels like I'll keep moving my head to see where I am. though. It's not. It's, you know, it's good for the old movies and stuff. Yeah, it's bad news. Amy's got a beaker. I've got the horn. Oh yeah, bit of disco music going on. I like the sound on this game. I like it. I like the way they mix it together. It's good. It suits so well you barely notice it. Ooh. Oh, it's been knocked down second. I should really sort out all my equipment. I mean, I've been using the same camera since I started YouTube. And it was okay about 6-7 years ago, but these days it really is like a potato. Retro Pulses there, Sean. Infernal live streaming, whatever next. There's obviously some things going on about these movies. Woodman says he wants to ask me a question. What strays you away from buying today's? I think he means games. I must have replied because he says, I hear you, I do have, I think piracy has hit a brick wall now in terms of consoles. I'm going to have to refresh the page. I must remember to press pause. It's all very amateur productions there. Also need to go to the toilet. It's not very professional at all. They're not going to ask me to do TFI Friday. I can tell you that now. I'm loading it up. With a speedy computer. Why is it keeping this top comments thing? Right, Woodney says he hears you, me. He doesn't think piracy has hit a brick wall now in terms of consoles. He doesn't see any modded Xbox Ones, PS4s, etc. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, the Wii U has got enough games to make a purchase for sure. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm not even sure on why I'm into this Nintendo idea, really. I'm excited because if they announce F-Zero, I think that will push me over the edge. If they announce F-Zero for Wii U, I will potentially be pushed over the edge. And Wooden says he wants to ask me a question. What strays you away from buying today's generation of console, X, Bone, PS4, etc.? Rights of ownership, the constant updates, the installs, the fact that if you want to play a game online, you've got to play it straight away, because if you go there 3 months later, everyone else would have moved on. The amount of advertising that goes on, the constant bullshit. Rights of ownership, worth mentioning again. The terms and conditions you have to keep signing up for. The installs, the updates, worth mentioning again. Yeah, it's just a pile of turd. And go upstairs. I've not got the time, you know. I've got half an hour. Say I put something on for dinner, yeah. My girlfriend's coming around later on, yeah. I've got something on for dinner, and I've got half an hour. I've got half an hour to play a game. Don't want to fucking turn on a PS4 and install a fucking update 15 minutes, load my fucking game up, be able to play for 5 minutes before fucking having to do my dinner, and then she comes around and that's that. But I just want to go upstairs, put fast drivers in the Dreamcast, press power, turns on the TV and the fucking Dreamcast and play for 25 minutes. It's no fucking brainer. Stick your modern day consoles up your fucking jacksie. No, I just ain't got time for it. If it was quicker, then potentially it's a rarity. It's a rarity tonight to just be able to sit and play on this Xbox 360, to be fair. So, I don't know. There'll be few and far in between, so the time I'll get to enjoy it. So that's probably what strays me away from it the most. There's some sort of talk about trainers with Skunkworks and Age Sneaker Freak. No idea. I'll make trainers last forever. I do. I'll buy a pair of trainers. It'll last me about 2 years. I don't know what's up with me, but yeah, I'll look after my trainers as best I can. To be fair, you know, I only wear them when I go out or whatever. I don't wear them to work or anything. My favourite trainers, the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn or ever owned is Nike Air Max. Probably a bit boring answer, but I just find them dead comfortable. Don't know why. I find them dead comfortable, dead supportive. I just feel at home in a pair of Nike Air Max as soon as I put them on. Even if they're fresh out the box, I just feel straight at home, no problem. So, yeah, I only really got into Nike Air Max probably about 4 years ago. Always wanted a pair, never really bought any expensive trainers, but treated myself and never looked back. Although they last me about 2 years, that's probably how little I wear them. It would be nice to have a few pairs of trainers, though. Maybe get a pair for wearing around the house. You know, different reasons for using them. That would be nice. I don't know if I'd start a collection or not. I was actually quite interested in the whole sneaker collection thing. I was subscribed to a few people just because it kind of interests me. I can see the sense in it, you know, like the way women keep handbags, and you know, if you're that kind of fashionable person who, you know, has to dress, you know, a certain way, you know, if you got blue trousers on, you need a pair of blue trainers or, you know, whatever else. If you're that way of thinking, then I can see why someone would want loads of pairs of trainers. Also understand that they're pretty collectible as well. A lot of these trainers come out, they're not big numbers. Even from these big manufacturers like Nike and Adidas, they're, you know, limited in quantity and obviously quite desirable. I don't think you can argue with collecting trainers. I mean, they do have a use. You can actually wear them. It's not like your optical drive's going to go wrong or anything, is it? What's happening now? Have I had too many beers, or what the fuck's happened to the screen? Bloody hell! Must be them mushrooms out earlier. Just kicking in, I think. I think my favourite stages so far are these San Miguel Domingo ones. They're bloody nuts. They have that. Oh, it's so much better on beginner. You feel like you're good. That could have been the end there. Final lap. No more mistakes. I'll probably say the only thing about this game is that when you're playing on this beginner difficulty, I mean, it's too easy, but it is called beginner, so what would you be expecting? Probably not a stiff challenge. The first 4 races I did on this live stream were on advanced because I thought it'd be clever, and I think the best place I got was 6th. Yeah, there's an all-star on the field. The more I play at this level, the more I'm thinking I'll need to get this Amigo game. Over there, rocking the maracas. I always like to see the box when you see the old game room tours, and they got the. I'm not going to even try and keep saying San Miguel and Domingo because I think I'm saying it wrong anyway. But we see the old box set for the Dreamcast. It's a bit of a beast. A lot of people have that. It looks pretty cool. I think Sega with you know, well, you know, I love Sega more than anyone else, but I think they were. I think they were thinking in the same realm as Nintendo for a while, you know. I think they were similar companies. I know they're both Japanese or whatever. I think they were similar, you know. It gets a bit warped because like the American version of Sega and things, but I think they were similar in terms of the way they were trying to push technology. Trying to make advancements. So I think we'll probably make this the last race because it is 20 to 11. But I love the fan service in this game. I mean, you can't complain, can you? Much like these people again going back to that Shenmue 3. They're going to love it because the fan service. As long as they give a bit of fan service, you know. few nods and pats on the backs here and there. They're going to love it.
3, 2, 1, go!
I must check in the instruction manual because there may well be a cut-out acid tab that I should have taken for a first play. Yeah, and going back to Woodland's question about the modern day stuff, I suppose if I wasn't into the retro, I would still be going down the modern way because that's the way I've operated since 1990. So for the best part of what, 25 years, I've literally been moving from one generation to the next, embracing the new technology. It's a different world these days. It's a very corporate world, isn't it? It's all about making money. Everything's about making money. It's not even about building something up to eventually make money. It's like about making money instantly. Like again, go back to the Shenmue video. You know, if you're a game developer and your first game doesn't make money and it's a big title, you're going out of business. Everything you had, everything that you made the game with was based upon investment that was never recuperated, and you're going out of business. That's it. No matter how talented you are, you're going out of business. You may well never get a second chance. You may have to start a new company or whatever else. It's, you know, back in the 90s, I think it was a bit different. You make a game, it'd sell, you know, nowhere near the numbers you get today, but it'd sell a fair bit, not a blockbuster, but it'd sell a fair bit, and then give you a chance to make a sequel, which you often seen. You know, a lot of games receive at least one sequel, but not quite as simple these days. Another thing, again, going back to Woodland's question about modern gaming, it's almost like you got to tick boxes. Like, has it got this part? Has it got that part? Has it got that other part? Has it do this? Has it do that? In order for it to be a success, there's like a blueprint for a successful game these days, and I don't know, you've gone on the days really, apart from like the indie scene where people are really going to go for broke. I mean, I remember with like the Mega Drive, where like the Haunted and General Chaos and Electronic Arts, some of the stuff they were bringing out was really wild. Like, unlike anything you'd ever played before, just really bizarre, almost like, I don't know, almost PC gaming, but obviously they'd come from like the PC world for some of their games, but like then going beyond that and having like a console twist to things. Really interesting projects, but I don't know, these days it's very predictable, isn't it? I mean, show me something that on these modern day consoles that's like completely out there and never been seen before, and I'll gladly take a look at it. But I think even the Wii U is only interesting because of the control method with the control pad, and also obviously the quality of their first party games. It's almost a given, which is nice, because you can't guarantee that on PS4 and Xbox One, because no doubt the game will need an update before it works properly, which is another reason why I just think, oh, I just can't be arsed. I don't know, maybe I'm becoming miserable. I think I've always been someone who's been really interested in technology and making advancements and moving forwards, and as time's gone by, I've become less and less into it because it feels like it's almost ruining what I enjoyed about it. So I don't know, but I think I'm going to leave it there anyway because it's 11:15. But thank everyone who's stuck around and watched and commented. I'm sorry if I didn't reply to anything. Computer is tits up at best. But that's it for now. God bless and goodbye.